Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Snowfall, Season 6, Episode 5, Ebony and Ivory. Girlfriend and her mama are sitting in the car. Mama is reminiscing on the good old days when they would con the folks together. She wants to get back together again. You know, let's carry on the family business. Girlfriend says she doesn't think that Franklin wants a holiday right now. And then her mama is like, well, do you have an exit strategy in place in case this doesn't work out? And she don't really want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about, you know, it's Franklin going to do this and Franklin going to do that. Do you have a plan if this doesn't work out? Because I feel like if it don't work out, Franklin he's going to either leave your ass or they're going to be, you know, consequences to pay. So there should always be a contingency plan. She tells her that Franklin is going up against the CIA, and so even if he does get his money back, this still will never be enough. There will be something else he got you out here doing. Girlfriend asks, should I criticize all the men that you've had in your life? And Mama's like, well, I mean, that would make me an expert, wouldn't you think? I know him when I see him, and so she knows Franklin. She sees Franklin coming a mile away, honestly. She can tell he's becoming unhinged. She can tell that he'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. He'll, you know, step over her, included. They are at a nursing home, and they're waiting outside for Teddy Reed's dad to show up. And girlfriend calls Franklin and tells him, you know, that the plan is in motion and all of that. And she tells him that they have eyes on Teddy's father. You know, how soon can you get here? And he just he's very short with her, you know, just hangs up the phone. She kind of looking like, my mama might be right. I don't know. It's giving like you don't care nothing about me or the fact that I'm carrying your unborn child. It's just your bottom line. Your mama trying to tell you, girl. He tells her that he'll be there in 24 hours. So give him 24 hours and he'll get there. When he gets off the phone, Kane is there with him. And Kane want to know, so how we going to take care of Jerome and Louie? Franklin, you know, he's trying to get out of there to get to Kansas City. But Kane ain't trying to let that happen. He's, you know, holding him up. You know, he tells him to sit down and help him figure out how they're going to end this. And Franklin playing coy, you know, but it's really not going to work. Like, you're going to help him figure out how to hit back at Jerome and Louie. So he like, you need to sit down and think, nigga. I don't care about none of that. Sit down and think. Help me. We going to brainstorm. We going to figure this out. Jerome and Louie, they meet with Cokehead Bo. And he tells him that Kane actually made it out of that house that they shot up. So he's still alive. Louie want to know, how did they miss? And Cokehead Bo is like, well, Franklin was there and pulled him out. So they're like, Franklin? Yeah, he was over there. He was around there. Cokehead Bo, he got to go back out there and figure out where Kane is before Kane and them can hit back at Louie and Jerome. Louie tells him to call every 2 hours on the hour and fill her in on what's going on. Wanda Roulette, she's at the house, you know, icing her man's wounds, you know, after Leon and got in that scuffle with Dion. And there's a knock at the door. It's the mathematician and the rest of the homies. They basically want to know, okay, so who in charge now? Because Dion done wiped us out. He done took everything out of he took all the product and left. And, you know, they kind of blaming Leon because you done really stirred the pot. But if you're going to be around here, then you either need to be quiet or you need to get involved. But all of this you know, stepping in and kind of sabotaging what they have going on, they're not going to be here for that. They're not accepting that. And so the next person, you know, in line is, I guess, this dude that he talking to. Is either him or Leon. They would rather it be Leon. They need somebody. They gonna need somebody, or else it's, you know, it's really gonna get bad. he gonna say to Leon, you know, the next minute, first you was around here, you know, a part of it, catching bodies. Then the next minute, you talking peace. Then you leave with a crackhead and come back with a wife. They were like, now hold on. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. But he gonna say, no disrespect, Wanda. I'm just saying. They need somebody to step up, basically. Things are gonna get worse before they get better if you don't step in and fall in line. He looked at Wanda and she looked back with disappointment like, well, you said, why stop now? Guess we back in this shit. Y'all should have never went back there. Y'all should have never went back there. Anyway, Leon, he gets up and goes outside with his gun yelling at the folks. Who else wants some? I see y'all scheming and plotting. What's up? What's up, puss-ass? What's up? Y'all a bunch of pussies. I'm like, well, damn. Everybody was standing out there like, well, what we do? Because it was very random for you to just walk outside and just start cussing everybody out, calling them puss-ass niggas and puss-ass hoes and all that. He say, Dion, don't work here no more. You need money. You gonna come through me. Come get your coin through me. So Leon had to get activated again and let the folks know he's back in charge of the girls. He walked past Wanda. She's standing there looking mad, you know, like, and I done married him. So really, I just can't just get up and go. Calling them pathetic. Anyway, Gustavo, he lurking in his wife's house. He always lurking behind the wall because he don't need the kids don't need to see him because he done got put out. And so he want to talk to her, so they go to the back and talk, and he tells her what's going on. He tells her everything, and that he basically wants her to run. And she's like, I ain't running. I ain't where I'm supposed to go. Where are we supposed to go, Gustavo? No, you gonna figure out how to get us out of this. That's what you gonna do. She ain't doing witness protection. She ain't running. She ain't doing none of that. She wants to live a regular, boring life, and he's gonna make sure that can happen. Just get to it. I don't know how. It don't matter how you do it. She don't care how it gets done. Just make sure that she ain't got the DEA calling her ass, that she ain't got the KGB following her ass, that she ain't got the CIA running around following her ass. She's just trying to be clear of all of this mess. And I don't blame her, but I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even be giving him a choice in the matter. I'd just be gone with my kids. You can have all that. Because this is obviously the life you want to live. Anyway, Teddy Reed, he meets with his handler. They're discussing Hans and Gustavo. You know, Teddy Reed, he gonna figure out how deep Gustavo really is. You know, he knows that he been talking to somebody. Well, talking to Hans, he's gonna try to figure out if he's flipped or not. So he says he wants to do surveillance on Hans's residence. Sissy and Franklin, they're talking at the shelter. Franklin he is becoming unhinged. It's like no respecter of persons. Like it don't matter that it's his mama. He getting in everybody's face. He getting in everybody's face, being very aggressive and crazy like. You know, he got the crazy look in his eyes. He's trying to reverse psychology, Jedi mind trick her into basically, you know, helping him, you know, either help him with this Teddy situation, help him get his money back. I don't know what he really wanted her help with specifically, but I think that he wants to get things up and running again because, you know, he cooking again. He back cooking again. I think he need her to do what she was doing yet again so that the money can get back quicker. I don't know. But he was all in her face, really trying to put the pressure on her. She want to know how her old life is going to be different than this. You know, where's the change? Where's the change? There's not really much change. Yeah, I'll have more money, but I'll still be looking over my shoulder, all of that. It'll still not be a safe situation. He tells her that he loves her, and then he pleads one last time, do it for me, please. And she just stands there looking. Teddy Reed meeting with Gustavo. Gustavo explains to him how he met Hans. So he just, you know, puts everything out on the table. He tells him everything. And he was just like, you need to move the stuff from the warehouse because they're going to be coming around there. I'm going to need you to go on and move that. Teddy Reed's like, no need to worry. I was following y'all anyway. I already knew that. We already moved it. Teddy Reed does tell him, it's good that you told me the truth though, because I was gonna have to kill your ass. So it's good you told me the truth. Girlfriend and mama, they're at like this at the open house maybe for the senior citizens home. They're undercover. They're keeping an eye on Teddy Reed's daddy while girlfriend distracts the lady that works there. Mama, she goes lurking around the place. She goes and stumbles in this room, and then she looks out the window and sees Teddy Reed's dad go and sit on a little park bench. So he's out there in the courtyard all by himself, so she can go and get in there and talk to him. Gustavo, he get on a payphone and call the DEA because he got to do damage control now. So he go to call the DEA and tells them the same thing: call off the bus. The product has been moved, and he was like, Teddy Reed is worried about the KGB, and so he just hangs up after that, leaving them to figure it out, I guess. Ricky, the dude that was working for Kane. Ricky meets with Franklin's new employees. They're still in the streets getting the information, getting the tea on Jerome and Louie. And Kane, basically, if you find them, bring them back alive. He wants them back alive, so just get on it. All right, girlfriend and mama, they're still at the senior citizens home. Mama go outside and she sit down and talk to Teddy Reed daddy. She engages him in conversation. She try to get him to talk about his children and his life and all of that. And she ends up, because he hates it there, so she ends up convincing him to, let's run for it then. I got keys. Let's go. Let's go on and ride out since you're so miserable. And she ends up getting him in the car and everything, and that's that. They got him. Dion, he meet with Jerome and Louie. Now he want to know how they can get back at Leon because he done got his ass whooped. Louis is like, we running a business, so I'm not finna ice out Leon. If he want to buy from us, then we gonna sell. We selling to whoever buying. And he was like, no disrespect, but I ain't even talking to you. Now my brother, my nigga. With all, he tries to hold over his head that what he's done for Jerome, the fact that he helped him set up Thelma and Louise. And Jerome is like, but didn't you get your cut off that? He did. He's like, oh, okay, so that's what we doing. So ain't no loyalty. Or is it because you got your bitch running things? And Louis, steps to him like, excuse me, what, nigga? But Jerome stops her and is like, we gonna talk for a minute. Just give us a moment. He puts everyone out. So they can have this side conversation. He pours him a drink. He tells him that he ain't getting in the middle of this mess between he and Leon. And he's like, if we hit back, then what? Like I'm really getting tired of this back and forth with the gunfire. I'm tired of the gun war. Jerome, he says that the OGs are a dying breed. These new niggas, they ain't got no code, no respect, no none of that. They just shooting first. We ain't even fighting in the street no more. Dion say, speak for yourself. I'm not a dying breed. You a dying breed. And he heads right on out. And then Jerome, Louis comes out, trying to see what was going on. But Jerome just heads right on out right behind him. But he shouldn't be going out by himself because he had a target on his back. But he ain't think about that. All right, girlfriend's mama, she got Teddy Reed's daddy at the house now. She feeding him drinks and they in there dancing. She got the record playing. Outside, girlfriend, she listening in with her listening device. But she's got him right where she wants him. He's vulnerable now, so he's opening up about Teddy Reed. He's telling some stories about him. Over at the shelter, there's this mother. She's kind of having a hard time with her kids. You already know what it gives. So she's basically cussing him out, And Wanda run over there like, you can't treat them babies like that. And she's like, babies? That nigga ain't no baby. I'm like, not that nigga. Really, mama? But you can't really jump in them kind of situations. You really got to mind your business. Unless somebody is being abused, you really got to mind your business, because Mama Bear will turn all of that on you. You don't know how long she's been telling this child to stop it in the nice way. And then you come in when she done got irate and want to say, don't do that. Excuse me, ma'am. That's happened to me a few times, and I always go there. Like one time I was with Eden back to the car from out of the store, and she was showing out because she couldn't get something. And so she stopped in the middle of the parking lot and wouldn't keep coming with us. And me and TJ I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave her. This lady getting out her car. Now, why is she so far behind you? I turned around and I was like, ask her why she's so far behind me. I know. Immediately, because I was about to give it to her. Immediately, she was like, I have a daughter. I know. They can be stubborn. Yeah, I'm not putting up with that shit. She know we getting in this car. She better come on and get in this car. But you can't do that in today's. Ma'am, obviously you watching, so I think she all right. Because you in my business. So I think she all right. You got to tread lightly with that. You got to pick your battles. Pick your battles, old wise one. Sometimes it's best just to... That was one of them situations, Wanda. Wanda needed to mind her damn business. That lady say, I'm tired of telling him to sit down. I'm tired of that. I'm tired. Sissy has to come over and calm the situation down. And she gets, the lady to calm down and gets the children over to an activity so that everybody can have a break. And Wanda and Sissy go off to the back and, fold sheets and have a conversation. They have a heart-to-heart. They have a moment. Wanda Roulette tells her how much she looks up to her, how much she admires her, and, how great of a woman she is. Like, she just wants to be just like her. And Sissy returns and is like, you're amazing. Your tenacity, the way that you have been able to heal in the midst of all of this, girl, I want to be like you. I said, all right, sister to sister. I love it. Jerome drops by Hollywood's car shop. Y'all know Hollywood from over there on Queen Sugar. He drops by Hollywood's car shop and he want to cut the line. Hollywood's like, oh, we kind of full today. Basically don't bring none, because he done heard the streets be talking. He done heard it's a target on his back. Don't be coming over here, bringing the foolishness over here. But Jerome was like, I got you. Slide him a little extra. Hollywood can't turn down no coins, so he going and take it. While they talking though, Hollywood notices this car keeps circling the parking lot, and he's like, listen, and also Jerome's beeper is going off. He's like, listen, if you got to get that, we can wrap it on up for you so you can go. He was in a nice way trying to, all right, I'm gonna need you to get on from around here, because the car circled around twice. And Jerome gonna go in his trunk, after Hollywood, mentions it. He's like, that car done came around here twice. And Jerome's like, and what about it? He gonna go in his trunk like he finna go shoot somebody up. And Hollywood is like, please, listen, I love you. You my man, 20 grand. But I got a family, I got a business to run. I'm gonna need you to just go. Please, just go. Jerome looking around like, am I the drama? You are. Please put that gun back in your car and go on about your business. This is a respectable business. We don't do that no more. Hollywood ain't about that thug life no more. He got his coin and he got out. Bought his garage and now he's a businessman, family man. Respect that. And please, carry that on somewhere else. He get in his car like, I got you. All right, I got you. All right, I got you. Please, going on somewhere. Girlfriend, mama, she's still prying into Teddy Reed daddy's life. She's sharing some of her life as well, and so is he. He tells her that he's estranged from Teddy Reed, but whatever it's worth, it's good that she still has her daughter. It's good she still got girlfriend in her life. And while she's talking, I know she knows her daughter is listening, but girlfriend is just listening in on the conversation and hearing, some truths about her mother and how she dealt with motherhood. It's eye-opening, especially for her, the fact that she's about to be a new mother. Franklin, he gets to Kansas City. Girlfriend picks him up. His pager is going off. He says it's because he's been up in the air. It's going off, and he's ignoring them all. Back at the shop, at the garage. Oh, wait, no. I done already gave y'all the full scope of the garage scene. They bounced back and forth, but I just went on ahead and gave you guys the full detail what really went on. Anyway, Hans, he in his apartment and he about to leave, and he cracks his closet. He has OCD, obviously, but he cracks his closet ever so slightly, you know, like to where only he knows. And so I'm like, okay, that was calculated. So if anybody comes in his house, he's gonna absolutely know. He heads out the door. The gardener at the door is obviously watching him, you know, a part of the surveillance team. Then there's this man pretending to to clean a marquee. He's a part of it. Teddy Reed got everybody watching the man. While they're watching, Teddy Reed goes inside his apartment. You know, I don't know whether he's there to plant bugs or whatnot, but he's snooping around looking for things, and he ends up finding this like secret compartment. And the only thing in it is gay porn magazines. So that's all he found. But while he was in there, he opened up that closet door and didn't close it back the way that it was. So immediately I knew, oh yeah, he gonna know. He finna come home and find out. Jerome, he mad at the world, cussing folk out. What the fuck you looking at? Just sitting around, well, sitting on top of his car. He's drinking his sorrows away, and his beeper is going off, but he takes the beeper and throws it in the trash. I don't know who's paging both he and Franklin. I'm assuming this is all about Kane, and this is all about Dion. Anyway, girlfriend mama. Shouldn't talk to this man all day. It's nighttime now. And this car pulls up. Girlfriend and Franklin get out, you know, and they come into the house, and so let the shenanigans begin. Franklin plays that, you know, angry, worried son-in-law, like, where have the two of you been? We've been worried sick about you. Girlfriend is like, why don't you go call the place and let them know that we found the fugitives? He ain't calling nobody. You know who he calling. He calling Teddy Reed. Hans, just like I said, when he gets home, he sees that closet door. He put his hand in and everything like, that's too many inches from my hand. Somebody been in here. Been in my house. So now he got to sit and ponder on, wait a minute now. You should know that it's Teddy Reed, though. Anyway, back at Teddy's warehouse, he's sharing with the handler that Hans is gay, and, you know, that's the secret, that he has a secret, and Teddy wants 24-hour surveillance on him now. Gustavo is also there, so Teddy Reed fills him in on everything and asks, has he heard from Hans? Gustavo says no. Teddy Reed gets a page. It's a Kansas City area code, so he immediately calls it back. Who is it? Franklin. Franklin answers, and Teddy Reed is shook. Franklin, who didn't expect to hear from you? He said, yeah, I just took a trip to Kansas City, ran into your father. I just, you know, give me some places to take him to eat, you know, after I get my $73 million back, of course. And then, you know, Teddy Reed is hemming and hawing because he is visibly shaken by this. He was not expecting Franklin to find his daddy. He tries to flip it though and make it seem like I don't give a fuck about that man, no way. Like, I give two shits about him. You should have did your research. But this isn't gonna go well for you anyway. You don't want to do this, all of that, trying to talk him down. And Franklin like, listen, send the motherfucking funds right now. Send the funds now, today, right this second, or I'm gonna kill your daddy. And Teddy Reed tried to act like he don't even believe his daddy is alive. He's like, oh, let me speak to him. Franklin say, oh, wrong answer. He go in there with a knife, right in the neck, right in the jugular. That man bleed out on the floor. Teddy Reed like, oh, you want to talk to your daddy? Oh, okay, here you go. Say, hey, daddy. What was that? You can't. You thought I was playing. I'm not playing with your ass. Send my motherfucking money today. Teddy Reed like, it doesn't work like that. I just had, oh, okay. You send my motherfucking money, or I'm gonna go kill your son Paul. I'm gonna go find girlfriend Miss Lady and anybody else you care about. Keep playing with me. Send my money. Child, that's a mess. Teddy Reed got off their phone like, I think he killed my dad. And did. Sure did. And he'll do it again. Teddy Reed looking at girlfriend and mama just sitting on the couch like, the fuck going on here? He tell them, get out. They do that. They do that without a doubt. And he just pours liquor all over the man and then sets the house on fire and walks right on out, gets in the car and bumps out with the crazy look in his eye. I love this show. Until next time, you know, they don't really give us clear trailers for the next episode. They kind of flash scenes at us, and so you really can't tell what's really gonna happen. But we are here for it either way. Each episode is getting better and better. This whole Wanda and Leon storyline, I don't know. It's a little weak. It's a little weak. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here, but we all know that somebody is going to die. Somebody in the cast has to go. Y'all think it's gonna be Jerome? It's gonna be either Jerome or Louis, or Wanda or Leon. One of them is gonna go next. I don't want it to be none of them, but I really feel like I think that's coming down the pike. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.